The X Interview, hosted by Global X from the SCOL World Forum.
I'm Elizabeth Isele, and I'm the Senior Program Director at the Great Bay Foundation in Portland, Maine. And we fund strictly social entrepreneurs who have developed or are about to develop a revenue stream to underwrite their social mission. One of the most important aspects of our foundation is to create a grantee network amongst its grantees. It's social entrepreneurs, we have found, are not really joiners, and we think and we know from our experience with them that they do need the support tremendously in many different ways. And that was brought home to us, unfortunately, in a very tragic way, when one of our grantees, who had a program in Guatemala, was killed in an automobile accident there just this fall. And her program, where she educates children and brings them out of their life in the Guatemala City dump, was very much in jeopardy after her very tragic and sudden death. And the grantees that she had met through our network immediately jumped in and tried to find ways in which they could help her carry out the mission, even though she was no longer there. And it was a tremendous effort, and it continues to be a tremendous effort. And the one aspect that we didn't anticipate is that all of our grantees are now addressing the issue of succession. What should happen to their organization, to their mission, should something that they had never planned happen to them? And it is, again, it's truly remarkable because they have to cover both the psychological aspects of such a sudden tragedy, but also the risk management for their mission. And it is something that they are bringing to our roundtables within the network to try to help them resolve and plan for the future in a way that they never would have without this terrible accident. I see the world, and I must admit I'm a rather rabid optimist. I see the world as a much better place because of the communication capabilities that we will have in 2017 that we have never had. And I think, to be blatantly supportive of SocialEdge, I think they're doing a tremendous, tremendous job of connecting not only entrepreneurs, but people who have an interest in creating a social mission and bringing the world together as a closer place. We have a grantee network at the foundation, which we are hoping to extend our mission through that kind of communication, which we have never done before. It's always been in person, sit down around a round table. And if we can take that technology to a larger space, or we can take that communication to a larger space through the technology, we will indeed be working towards a much better world.
Global X is also on SocialEdge at socialedge.org.